Talk to me. WSRadio.com.
The San Diego Council on Literacy brings you Literacy for All with your host, Jose Cruz.
Welcome to the show. I'm Jose Cruz from the San Diego Council on Literacy, and this is Literacy for All on WS Radio. We've been talking to Christelle Jones. She is the volunteer and outreach coordinator at Traveling Stories. But for this segment, we are being joined by Marie Lapointe. And she is the Director of Operations and Marketing for Traveling Stories. Marie, welcome to the show.
Thank you, Jose.
So glad to have you. And maybe you can fill in some things for us because while you were arriving at the studio, Christelle bragged about what you know regarding statistics related to the work that's being done at Traveling Stories. I hope I'm not putting you on the spot.
No,
but it's always, they say no stories without data, no data without stories. And we have some stories from Christelle. Maybe you can give us some numbers, things that say, hey, what we're doing at Traveling Stories is generating outcomes and also being impactful.
Sure. Thank you, Jose. I think the most important statistic that we run with is from the NAED, which is that 82% of kids from low-income households are not able to read at grade level by the time they get to fourth grade. And then you hear that and you think, okay, so what? They have the rest of grade school to learn to read. Well, that's not quite true because we learn to read from all the way to third grade. From fourth grade on is when we read to learn. Right. We use reading to learn math, history, geography, biology, everything. So of these 82% low-income kids who cannot read at grade level by the fourth grade, 2/3 of them will end up either on welfare or in jail. That's a lot. That's a really shocking statistic. All we need to do is look at the incarceration rate, how many people are illiterate, look at welfare, how many people are actually learning to read. So among our kids that are reading with us, we even have some stories of parents who've decided to go back to school so that they can read with their kids at home and not wait on the one time a week when they bring them to the story tent.
Very good. All right.
Yeah. Right now, we're currently building a digital system so that we can definitely track the progress. We've been tracking for about a year now in terms of kids' attitudes and behaviors toward reading. So when they check in, when they come to the story tent, they will choose an emoji based on how they feel toward reading. When they leave the story tent and check out, they choose an emoji to see if there has been a change.
Yeah, and I just want to say that helps to create a tangible out of an intangible. That there's things that take place confidence-wise and attitude-wise that we have a hard time measuring. So I'm really glad, really excited that you've done that in a way that allows the children to, the word I'm used to, assess themselves. There you go.
Yeah, their appreciation toward reading. Because it's not just about can you read, but it's do you enjoy reading? Mm-hmm. And if you enjoy reading, then you'll want to be doing more of it. You'll want to read with your parent. You'll want to read with your friends. What we're also seeing is, I don't want to say the older kids because they're not always older. Just this Saturday, I was watching this one little boy who was reading to his little brother. So the little boy who's reading to his little brother, he's like 7, and his little brother is probably about 3 or 4, easily distracted, wants to go, look through the toys and the prizes, and he keeps reeling his little brother in. Hey, listen to this part. This is a good part.
Nice.
Come and check. Oh, look at this drawing, So throughout the whole time, he was there probably for an hour, and he read a bunch of books to his little brother. And so that is the impact that we want to have, is kids who actually enjoy it. The other metric that we're starting to build is we got a spin wheel, and kids are drawn. Everybody loves to spin. You see a spinner, and you just have to go and spin it. So kids, they want to spin the wheel. They land
Adults
on a color.
want to spin the wheel.
And then they are given a word. So they'll start at, like words like the, at, cat, dog. And then if they read those levels, then they spin again, and then they go to the next level, which the spinner really is totally irrelevant. It's just the magnet pulling them in. And then kids, they want to keep going to the next level. They don't realize that they're being tested. Mm-hmm. But what we want to know is stats on little Johnny, who started coming to the story tent in September, who is in grade 2, who's reading at grade level 1. By January, little Johnny is now reading at grade level 3.
That's exciting.
You know, so we're really excited. Yeah, exactly. We're so excited about this new site work challenge.
I like the approach. I want to go back to children who get left behind after age 8 and 9 that we're not teaching reading. What's the average age of the kids that you're seeing coming to the tents? Or the age range? They are all over. We have parents who beg us because we really want to get the kids up until 4th grade. So usually when the kid is like 11, 12, technically they should age out because we don't have toys and prizes for them. We don't really have books for them. We do have like Twilight and all of the Harry Potter books that parents could read to their kids. But we do really focus on, I would say, 3 to 12. Okay, very good.
That's our target.
All righty. And so you do have the little 3-year-olds coming in, and they're expected to be read to.
Oh, yeah, and it's so awesome. Like another thing that we'll see is, the oldest daughter of the family. I've seen this out when we were at a special story tent, and she had 5 little brothers and sisters. These kids are all homeschooled. So imagine, it's a mom. Her husband does military. He's currently deployed. She's got all these kids at home. The oldest one is reading to the younger ones, and every book box she would buy a lollipop for the youngest one or a balloon for the other one. Nothing for her. It was all for her siblings. It was so sweet.
Very exciting, very exciting. And I know it's expanding also outside of San Diego County?
Well, like our regular story tents are within San Diego County. We do have... I think they're called franchises. We change the names. We do have like in Nashville, Turlock, California. There's one in Toronto. However, our focus really is in San Diego County.
Very good. We have about 2 minutes and just a little bit, Christelle, anything you want to add, parting words, et cetera? How do people get in touch with the folks at Traveling Stories? Because you want more volunteers.
I absolutely want more volunteers. We need volunteers to make this happen. Again, we need them for the story tents. We need people who are enthusiastic not only about reading, but about making a difference in the lives of children. And again, this is generational. This is a gift that lasts a lifetime. So if you want to make an impact in San Diego County and be part of a team that is making a difference, come volunteer with me. My email is volunteer@travelingstories.org. And
you could go to travelingstories.org/volunteer.
Yes, online. Go to our website.
Yep.
Very good.
Absolutely. Sign up to volunteer, and we need you. Absolutely.
Because you have a lot of kids coming in that I don't want to call it a waiting list, but you want to be able to provide one-to-one attention to children,
absolutely.
Right?
Yeah, absolutely. We want to be able to have one reader with each child, ideally, and that doesn't always happen. Right. But again, our volunteers are amazing that we have, and we need more. We need more people from our community to just come out and be part of our team.
Very good. And you need the toys and all the things that would be attractive as it relates to the book bucks and such.
Absolutely. And you can find more information about our toy drive on our website as well, which is
travelingstories.org/ I think it's toy-drive. But if you go to our website, travelingstories.org, once you scroll down, I believe it's the first banner. It's bright yellow. You can't miss it.
Very good. Last words I'm going to give to you, Marie. We have about 30 seconds.
I hear often people who say, I have a job that is not connected to my purpose, to my passion. There's no meaning in it. The solution is volunteering. Come and volunteer, read with kids, and then you'll find your purpose and passion being fulfilled tenfold.
I've heard that over and over, and it's so true that sometimes we get caught up in our world and maybe some of the things that are issues, and here we are healthy and with time and the opportunity to help other people out. And you're making that happen. So thank you. Thank everybody at Traveling Stories.
Thank you.
Say hi to Emily for me.
Absolutely.
And
Will do.
Hopefully we'll have you guys come back in the future. Anyway, this has been a good show. Thank you so much. And keep doing the good work that you're doing. I'm Jose Cruz. This is Literacy for All Radio. We're on WS Radio, the worldwide leader in Internet talk.
Yay.
Our raised $8,000 to build schools for South African children.
After realizing how many people go hungry in San Diego, I now volunteer at a food pantry.
I'm spending the next year doing volunteer projects across 3 countries and helping in ways they designate to be the most helpful.
The World Link program at the Joan B. Kroc Institute for Peace and Justice recognizes the potential of youth as agents of social change. Learn how you can help youth become a generation of leaders in action at peace.sandiego.edu.
In the military, things can change in an instant. Your personal life is just the same. Just like you protect our country, you want your family protected. That's why thousands of military members trust Navy Mutual Life Insurance. Navy Mutual is nonprofit, providing current and former Navy, Marine, and Coast Guard families with life insurance, no sales fees, and no military service restrictions. Protecting members on active duty and beyond. Call 1-800-628-6011, 800-628-6011, NavyMutual.org, insuring those who serve.
Nowadays, internet devices are an integral part of your home. Everyone in your family has a smartphone, tablet, or a computer. Life is easier knowing that all your devices are secured and your family can surf the internet carefree. ESET Multi-Device Security Pack does just that. One license for all your devices. With ESET, it's simple to stay protected and save money. Enjoy safer technology with ESET Multi-Device Security Pack at ESET.com. That's ESET.com.
I've heard this is like one of the best pizza spots in town.
Yes, it is.
I'll do a slice of pepperoni, slice of vegetarian.
You got it.
And I will pay for all of that in 3 days.
In 3 days?
What's that mean? Well, wait, you accept credit cards. That money's not going to hit your account for 3 days anyway.
I need my money quicker.
At Chase, we hear you. With Express Funding, card payments are in your Chase account the next business day. Go to chase.com/expressfunding. Chase for business, so you can.
Compensated participation. All businesses are subject to credit approval. Not all clients are eligible for next business day funding, and additional terms, conditions, and restrictions apply.
Tired of presentations with no impact, no inspiration, and no traction? Do dull speakers have you and your team disengaged and distracted by smartphones? Christopher McAuliffe brings energy, insights, and 2 decades of experience, delivered with punch, humor, and heart. Your team will leave energized, uplifted, and with a sense of purpose. Visit ChristopherMcAuliffe.com to bring some heat to your next speaking engagement. McAuliffe. ChristopherMcAuliffe.com.
Are you serious about your music? Are you ready to run with the big dogs? The experts at Pitbull Audio have the gear to get you into the game. From leading manufacturers like Mesa Boogie, Fender, Pioneer, and American Audio. To sound your best, you need the best. Pitbull Audio can deliver in rehearsal, on stage, and into the big time. Dropping beats, shredding guitar, or making the crowd roar. Whatever you dream, Pitbull Audio can help make it happen. We are Pitbull Audio. We want you to play it loud. PitbullAudio.com.